Basically, he's from North India.
Okay.
So we too only deals with those 8 to 10 people daily. So in a week we'll have 5 to 6 sessions each day. So
Okay.
we have to explain what and all the things are going on inside the infrastructure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Every day you have 5 to 8 sessions.
yeah. It will be 4 hours easily per day.
4 hours. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
not continuously.
Okay. What type of conversation that you are going to take?
It's all about technical stuff, sir. But actually, when I used to explain with them to them, so
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
feel
Fine.
some kind of estate somewhere since they are very fluent in English.
Okay.
Yeah, so that I want to overcome that
Okay. Okay.
hesitation
Okay.
and
Fine.
fear. I want to become very confident, sir.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah,
mean, regarding sentence formation,
correct.
okay, pronunciation,
Pronunciation.
body
Exactly.
language,
Yeah,
mindset, attitude.
sir.
Okay, as you told me that. Okay, yes, fine.
Thank you.
Manikanta,
Sir,
yes, do you understand what our Prithvi says?
yes, I understood, sir.
Yes, because every message, every statement is very valuable for us.
Yes, sir.
Okay, he is working for the US based clients. Okay, every day just he is to communicate with those people. Manikanta,
Yes, sir. I
switch on
audible,
the
sir.
video. Switch on the video, no problem.
Okay.
Yes, is it visible? Slide.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I can
fine.
see.
Sorry. Yes, mindset related questions. Okay, I prepared especially if you want to improve your communication skills. Before that, what is your status? What is your communication? Where you are, and what would you like to become? Here, mindset related questions, clarity of purpose. For what I ask you, especially Prithvi, if you have the clarity, if you have the purpose, how the way you communicate with the clients, then you directly take the action how to communicate with those people, how to give the exact information without having any unnecessary information. For example, even Manikanta, if you have the clarity of your communication, it is very easy how to apply the type of communication at the time of situation and context. In this case, especially the mindset plays very crucial role. Of course, communication doesn't happen alone. It carries with a thought process. Without having thought process, it is not possible to communicate with other people. Here, I give you a few questions by following this one. You follow these questions. Once the session is done, you should follow the running notes. I already told you, Manikanta, whether
Yes,
are you
sir.
or not running notes.
I running notes, sir, already.
No, I mean,
I preparing notes, sir.
okay, okay, fine. Because for what I tell you, running notes, whatever I give you, the content, it is very valuable and powerful. Okay, not only for the sake of just attending and doing just oral practice, whatever you do, any oral practice, that is forever and forever by having our running notes. Of course, today we are here. Tomorrow, after 6 months, after 1 year, we are here. After that, you may have the busy schedule. I may have the busy schedule. But what I teach you as a running notes, it will be the evidence. Whoa, so and so star is there. I learned many things from. Like that, you should have that kind of cultivation of taking action. Here, let you see the first question. Why is being correct so important to me in conversations? Second one, am I focusing more on being right or on effectively connecting with other person? Uh, do you understand the question? The first question, why is being correct is so important to me in conversations? For example, If it is a friendly conversation, whether you are in the coffee cafe or in the garden or somewhere, no need to focus on, I want to speak the effective communication. I want to communicate accurately. No need to focus on all those things. But why is being correct so important to me in conversations? Could be while talking to the US based clients, you want to explain especially the technical analysis and the technical explanation. In the case of technical explanation, you should have the correct expressions. You should have the correct expressions of your ideas. You should focus on what to say and not to say. I mean, when you communicate with US based clients or when you communicate with your team members like Manikanta and with your colleagues, you need to focus on especially accuracy or correctness. But it is out of place. I mean, other than company, no problem. You have the freedom of your communication. Whatever you get an idea, you can communicate. But place of position is very important. Context is very important. Context is very important. That's why I ask you the first question: why is being correct so important to me in conversation? As your profile, as your working style, at least minimum 2 or 3 lines, you try to answer for this question. Try to answer for this question. Understand both of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Prithvi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Prithvi, Prithvi,
Yes, sir.
understand the first question?
I understood, sir.
Yeah, yes, fine. Am I focusing more on being right or effectively connecting with other person? I mean, it is about how to build the strong relationship with other people. Because communication doesn't happen alone itself. It happens when you communicate with other people. When you communicate with other people, that means building the strong relationship where you are working or outside of the place. I mean, am I focusing on more being on the right, on effectively connecting with other person? Once you understand how the designation of other person, for example, just imagine you are an employee, you are able to communicate with the team leader. Just imagine you are able to communicate with the team leader. When you communicate with the team leader, you have some restrictions. I mean, what to communicate, not to communicate. What are the ideas you are able to share with your team member? I mean, team leader. When you follow the restrictions, automatically you can build a strong relationship with your team leader because you respect his communication. You respect his communication. That's why here, am I focusing more on being right or and effectively connecting with other person? Second one, self-perception. Self-perception means that is about your self-analyzation, how the way you communicate, and self-imagination, how the way you communicate. For example, do I trust my ability to communicate clearly and effectively? Why or why not? Do you understand about the first question? I mean, do I trust my ability? What do you mean by trust, Manikanta? Prudvi.
Trust in the sense understanding our ability where we
Yes,
are.
yes, yes. Trust means strong belief. Strong belief that builds your self-confidence. Many people can say, sir, I have lack of confidence. Why you have lack of confidence? When you lose the ability of your communication, you automatically get the lack of confidence.
Correct, sir.
Understand?
Yes.
When you have the ability of a communication, you automatically build the trust. Do I trust my ability? My ability means that is your inner capacity. Do I trust my ability to communicate clearly and effectively? I mean, as he told me, sir, while communicating with US based clients, sometimes in the middle of the communication, you struck.
Correct.
Hello.
Sometimes you may not get the vocabulary.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, Manikanta, yes, you are. You are. Proceed.
Hello.
Yes, Manikanta, please.
Sir, my voice is audible, sir.
Yeah, audible, audible. Okay, fine. Sometimes we may not get the words or the right situation. Sometimes if you do the same process, 1 week, 1 month, or 2 months, you automatically underestimate about you. But when you take the solution of that, whatever you feel the underestimation, that becomes as your self-confidence. That is about your trust. Do I trust my ability to communicate clearly and effectively what I say? You strongly believe about your communication. You strongly believe about your communication. That is about where you identify the drawbacks. You work on that one. Take your communication to the next level. Automatically, it is very easy to take your communication to the next level. And how does my self questioning reflect my overall confidence in myself? Self questioning. That means some people, when they stand before the people, especially in the live sessions or in the virtual communication, internally they have a kind of self questioning that is called self doubt. This, whether it is right or wrong.
Correct, sir. Even it is happened for me a lot of times.
Yeah, yes. That's why I connecting with you.
Yeah.
Because as a fresher, you may have these type of experiences. But when you identify these type of experiences, right now you take the immediate solution to join premium membership. I mean, you almost come across your problem. The only thing is that you take the action step by step. Step by step. You definitely get the results. You definitely get the results. How does my self questioning reflect my overall confidence? That means while communicating with other people, sometimes you feel a self doubt whether I communicate right or not, my pronunciation is good or not, my body language is good or not, my sentence formation is good or not, whether I explain clearly or not about your technical projects or technical analysis, whatever you have. I mean, when you feel such type of questions, that means self questioning. Of course, I don't say self questioning is the wrong approach. Self questioning is the better way. When you identify the right drawback of your communication, when you identify the right drawback of your communication, immediately you take the action. Actually, you see, Prithvi, just last week, before last week, you connected with me in the webinar.
Correct.
Just we made a call one day after one day. Okay, you take time, you directly join in the premium membership. That means you have that kind of open mindset, you have that kind of curiosity to improve your communication skills. Here, what I connect with you, you don't take any self-doubt. Just you attend the webinar, okay, something,
Correct.
what I say, you directly take the action. It is called open mindset. You don't have any kind of self-doubt. I mean, while taking the action, when you feel any self-doubt, you stop taking action. I mean, the same case you can apply while communicating with US-based clients or team members. Whatever you want to communicate, first of all, you need to have the clear idea about your communication. If you have the clear idea about your communication, after that, you don't have any kind of self-doubt. Of course, grammatical, you may have any mistakes, or the initially that is common to everyone. But you convey your feelings, what you want to convey. That is about. And third one, that is about growth mindset. Manikanta, are you listening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm listening, sir.
Okay. Try to communicate when I ask you.
Okay, sir.
Growth mindset. How can I view my potential mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as failures? Ultimate question. It is the only one question to change your complete lifestyle. Complete lifestyle. How can I view my potential mistakes? There are two type of mistakes. One is mistakes, Manikanta. Second one is potential mistakes.
So what's the difference between?
I come to that.
Yeah.
Mistakes, for example, while communicating with the friends that may be in the company or outside, you may have a few mistakes. For example, you see, I go to college, he go to college. Generally, he goes to college is the right expression.
Correct.
But when you communicate with the common people, with your team members, no problem at all. There is no problem because you convey the feeling, they understand you. You just whatever you have the internal feeling, you convey that. But potential mistake, that means when you involve in the work, while explaining the project, while giving the presentation, while presenting about you, if you do any common mistake, that becomes as your potential mistake. I think so. You catch my point, both of you, Manikanta and Prithvi.
Yes, yes, sir. Understood.
For example, you take the real-time experience. For example, if you go for an interview process, you want to present yourself. While presenting yourself, even single word is also very powerful to change your life.
I agree.
Single word. I don't talk about the complete what do you call the interview process. Even single word also can change your future. I mean, for what I want to say that here, when you focus about your mistakes, when you do a few mistakes professionally, that becomes your what do you call potential mistakes. Now, same application you can apply for that. That may be presentation, interview process, group discussion, technical analysis, project analysis, any important issues with a team leader, a team manager, like that. That is called potential mistakes. But here what happens? Potential, you make them as your opportunities. I don't stop your journey where you commit a few mistakes professionally. Those mistakes, you make them as your opportunities. When you make them as your opportunities, automatically you become a successful person in your communication skills. That is the analysis of this question. Once you see, how can I view my potential mistakes as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as failures?
So one second. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Can I go and have charger to this laptop?
Okay, proceed. Yeah, understand, Manikanta?
Yes, sir.
Manikanta, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, your voice is not audible clearly.
Okay, some technical issue, sir. Network issue. Yeah.
Okay. Every
Okay.
time I think so, you have some problem.
My native place is so network is less than, sir.
Okay.
So
Take care of that
no
one.
problem. Okay,
Take
sir.
care of that one because the session
Okay.
is very valuable for us.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Here, I want to tell you one thing, both of you, Prithvi and Manikanta. Here,
Sir.
potential mistakes. From today onwards, you follow just a small notebook at your working place. While communicating with other people, what are the mistakes you have done? Immediately, you list out those mistakes. Understand, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Manikanta and Prithvi, of course,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
whether it is your team member conversation or in the presentation or wherever you are, when you communicate with other people, of course, you may have any few one or two mistakes. Immediately write down those mistakes. Immediately
Okay.
write down those mistakes because once you list out what are the mistakes you have done, from next day onwards, you don't commit the same mistakes where you take the solution of those mistakes. Do you get my point, Manikanta and Prithvi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What steps can I take to shift my focus from perfection to progress in communication? Next question. Many people, I want to be perfect in the communication. I want to have the perfection while communicating with other people. Perfection is myth. In the world, there is no perfection. In the world, there is no perfection, Prithvi and Manikanta. Any product, I don't talk about only communication skills. If you take your mobile, just I give you the live example, mobile. 10 years back, it is a basic piece. Am I
Exactly.
right? 10 years back, it is a basic piece. After
Only for calls it was
yes. After that, just it has been as a just what do you call
smart.
screen touch, as a not completely smart. After 5 years, it has been as a complete smart mobile. I mean, these people also have many drawbacks. What they do, they get the feedback from the customers. Do you get the actual the successful people how they become successful, especially Nokia, Oppo, Vivo? Apple or any some other mobiles, how they become successful? They introduce any product in the society, they work on the product, they get the feedback from the society, again they work on the features, again they add a few features. Okay, second product. Again they go on to the feedback, work on to the product and introduce to the third product. I mean, there is no perfection, especially while communicating with other people. But one thing will be there, that is about progress. Progress. The same thing, it is my what I call, it is my internal passion. Once you attend my session, at least you need to have minimum one message, heart touching points. Today, whatever you learn from me, that is your progress. That is your personal asset for your bright future. I mean, that kind of mindset you have to have. You never think about perfection. Once I get perfection, I open my mouth. That is wrong. When you get the perfection, when you open your mouth, it is absolutely wrong method, wrong approach. Just you communicate with the clients or just you communicate with the people, but whatever you do, a few mistakes immediately list out and to take your communication to the next level, that is called progress. That is called progress. And fear versus reality. Fear versus reality. Generally, am I afraid of being judged or criticized if I am not correct? It is also, especially it happens while giving the presentations, while communicating with the clients. Am I afraid of being judged? ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే while communicating with other people, whether my communication is good or not. Of course, if I do any something wrong, other people may criticize me, other people may comment me, other people may underestimate me. That kind of false belief that we have in our mindsets. I mean, criticized, being judged, that means you are not doing any something wrong in the society. If you do any illegal mistake, anybody can criticize you, anybody can judge you, but you are not doing any illegal activities. Illegal activities, because when you stand before the people, Prithvi, okay, Manikanta is okay, just both of you have just 25 years old. I mean, as a mentor, as a coach, as an employee, as a co-employee, as a team leader, I understand what is your capacity. Of course, you may have a few mistakes, but whether you have the commitment or not in your work efficiency, that I want to see that. Agree or not, Manikanta and Prithvi?
Yes, sir.
While communicating, you may have a few mistakes. Okay, fine. I am a senior to you. But before that, whether you commit yourself or not, whether you have the passion or not about your work, that I can see. Nobody can criticize you. Nobody gives you any kind of comments of your communication. That is the false belief. You remove that false belief, come to the reality of your communication. The reality is that the way you have the passion, the way you have the commitment of improving your skills. Remember this point. If you have the commitment and the passion, if you do any one or two mistakes or three mistakes, that has been the part of commitment. Nobody can take, nobody can question you that. I think you understand. For example, while doing your job, if you don't have the commitment, if you don't pay the attention, then some people ask you a few questions. Yes, what are doing, Prithvi, since morning to till night? What is your duty? What are doing? What is the output of the task by the time of end of the day? Like that, you may face a few questions, but if you don't commit. But if you commit yourself, they don't ask you any negative questions, like criticizing or giving negative comments like that. That's why here, being judged or criticized, that is the false belief in our mind. First of all, just remove that one. You commit yourself. Commit yourself. When you commit yourself, then all the people like you about your passion. About your passion. And how often do others actually notice or care about minor mistakes in my conversation? Yes. How often do others actually notice and care about minor mistakes in my conversation? For example, Prudvi and Manikanta, right now, if you do any minor mistakes, no problem. Nobody give you any kind of comments. But once you get the designation, seniority as a team leader, as a project manager, for example, you want to explain about the project, which is the value of 1 crore. You are in the boardroom, you completely want to explain the importance of the project, the value of the project, how to take the action about the project, how to fulfill the project, how to collaborate with other people, how to communicate with the team members in the team, in the in the team who are the efficiency people. Everything you are able to evaluate, everything you are able to analyze about the project. In that case, you be very careful about your minor mistakes. For what I tell you, you be very careful about your minor mistakes. There are many people who are working under the guidelines of you. Of course, they may not question you, but they understand what is your capacity. Do you get my point? In the
Yes,
team
sir.
call, they talk about you. Sir does this kind of mistakes. It is not the right way to communicate. The same thing we do also.
Yes.
Of course, I mean what I say, when you focus on minor mistakes, initial stages, when you become a team leader or team manager or any project coordinator like that, there itself you don't face any problem. You communicate with your team members. And also all the people like your communication, that becomes as your personal branding. That becomes as your personal branding. I mean, you see, it is about fear versus reality. Fear fear actually, just fear, that is a what do you call, that is a word. Nothing happens with the fear. Just that is a word. Nothing happens with the fear. But for example, there is a ghost in the house. Just I tell you, Prudvi, sir, where is ghost, sir? Okay, fine, okay, let it be. Nothing happens to me with the ghost because that is not there. Actually, fear is a word that is not in our inside. That is our artificially we create that one.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Artificially we create that one. Basically, by birth, you don't have any fear. Before you join the job also, you don't have any kind of fear. Once you join in the job, while doing the job, you internally you have that kind of mindset. That's why instead of focusing on fear, come to the reality. Come to the reality. Today, what is my presentation? What is my communication? How they communicate with my clients? Okay, I do a few mistakes. Okay, problem. You list out. Tomorrow, you take care. Again, tomorrow you do a few mistakes. You proceed with your colleagues and the team members and with your clients. Again, you do a few mistakes. Okay, fine. List out those mistakes. Do that one. If you do this kind of journey for 2 months, you see what is your progressive performance. Once imagine that one. Once imagine. I mean, fear, nothing happens. Reality, something happens. That is about your results. Resilience and positivity. Resilience and positivity. How can I remind myself that I am capable and improving with every conversation? How can I remind myself that I am capable and improving with every conversation? Understand about Manikanta this question?
Sir, what about resilience means, sir?
I come to
Resilience.
that one. I come to that one.
Okay, sir.
I come to. How can I remind myself that I am capable and improving with every conversation? How can I remind? That means, just I give you, for example, you may have the conversation with your US based clients for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I don't know the value of the time that you spend with your client. Once the communication is done, how can I remind myself I am capable? Once you finish your conversation, you think about your capacity. Today, how many words I have used effectively? Out of even if it is 2 minutes, how many sentences I have framed effectively? I mean, that is your internal capacity where you motivate yourself. Okay, shabash. Today I frame the best sentence. Yes, today I have the best word I introduce, trust. For example, you don't know the word trust. You can apply that word with the clients. Trust. Yes, today I have applied this word. Keep it up. I mean, that is about the self motivation. When you can I remind yourself, that means you take your communication to the next level. Internally, you have the more curiosity to communicate with other people. Agree or not, Manikanta and Prudvi?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. And what positive beliefs about myself can I cultivate to replace this constant questioning? False belief, especially positive belief about myself, can I cultivate to replace this constant questioning? Generally, when you have the positive mindset, you don't frequently question to someone. You try to understand to someone. For example, when you communicate with US based clients, of course, they may have what you call uh, negative conversation about you. They may have what you call mm, other way of communication which is irrelevant of your communication. Please remember, Prithvi, you never question to your client. You try to understand that person in the positive way. Do you catch my point, both of you?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
They are your clients. When you question them, you may lose your clients. Okay.
Yes.
When you try to understand, the client also gives you the respect. That is what positive belief about myself. About myself. When you be as a fresher, when you be having little bit of experience, you never question to other people in general. For the sake of improving knowledge, you ask a few questions. That is a different category. In the working style, when you question to someone, that is given the negative impression of your communication, of your performance. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
That's why instead of questioning someone, you try to understand someone. That is your positive belief. That is your positive. You need to have this kind of belief. For example, I can say any negative comment about fruit B. Okay, let it be. That word is not for me. That statement is not for me. But actually, I am not like that. That's all. Yes, resilience, that means, please understand, it is very powerful word. Very, very powerful word. At every field, this word is applicable. Resilience means when you come across many failures, when you do many mistakes, again you come back and stand. Again you come back and stand. Yes, I want to do that. Yes, I want to improve my communication skills. Of course, I am basically from Telugu medium background. Okay. I don't know anything. Okay. My parents are illiterate. Okay. I was born in the poor family. Okay. I mean, where I was in the past, that is none of the business. What I am in the present, that is my business. Understand, Manikanta?
Yes, sir.
Resilience means 100 సార్లు కింద పడ్డా కూడా 101 కూడా లేచి నిలబడి దొమ్మ చూపించి రారా చూసుకుందాం అనేటువంటి పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో మాట్లాడే వాడే రెసిలియన్స్ అనేటువంటి పదాన్ని చూపిస్తారు అక్కడ. అంటే when you face many troubles and get it back and stand before the problem, that is called resilience. I mean, you never look at the past negative feedback of your experiences. For example, I was born in the poor family. Okay. I did not have facilities in the past. Okay. My parents were illiterate. Okay. Previously, I have mother tongue influence, lack of confidence, introvert. All those things will be in the past, but don't carry those things in the present. Right now, God has given you the better opportunity to improve. Before that, God has given you the best energy as a younger to take any action to work on yourself. Yes, am I right, Manikanta?
Yes, sir.
You are not 60 years old, just you
Yes,
are
sir.
20, 25 years old. You
Yes,
can
sir.
be anything. That is the best asset for you. Why we focus on unnecessary things? Why we focus on especially false beliefs from the society? You remove those things, you act as a self-resilience, come back and stand, fight with your problems. Yes, I am very poor, I have economical conditions, I am not up to the level. Okay, fine, but take the action. Take the action, take your communication to the next level, take your economical level to the next level. Empathy and perspective, very powerful. Empathy, especially, what do you mean by we have two words? Sympathy, empathy. Sympathy,
Empathy.
empathy. Later I come to perspective. The difference you see, sympathy, for example, the you are in the emergency condition. You immediately call to your friend. You need money, just 5,000, 10,000, whatever that is. You ask money to so and so person. You explain about the emergency condition, where you are, what you are. Like that, you communicate for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Once the communication is done, your friend is able to show you sympathy. Ayo, that happens for you. Not like that. అలా జరగకుంటే బాగుండు. ఇంటర్నల్లీ ఐ ఫీల్ వెరీ సారఫుల్. గాడ్ బ్లెసెస్ యూ అని యాక్షన్ అంటే చేతులతో చేయకుండా దయా కరుణ జాలి చూపేవాడు సింపతి. అండర్స్టాండ్ మణికంట?
Yes, sir.
Empathy, just look at the word empathy. Empathy means I can see your problem as my problem. I can see your problem as my problem. That means I can understand every situation, every context, every word, every problem, how the way you feel. That may be economical condition, that may be frustration, that may be anxiety, that may be misunderstanding, that may be overestimation, whatever you face, any problem. Sir, I have this kind of problem. Okay. First of all, let me listen. What do you say? Once you listen that one, I completely understand about you. I take the action as you have the expectations. For example, previous I told you about regarding money. Okay, you told me about everything. Your friend can say that, okay, don't worry, Prithvi. Right now I have, you ask me 5,000. Right now I have 3,000 rupees. First to take this one. Take this one. That means your friend is able to understand your present situation, where you are and what you are and what you need. That's why he is able to give you the right direction. That may be money or direction or guidelines or suggestion, whatever that is. That is called empathy. In this case, empathy, where do you understand, especially when you communicate with your clients, it is very important. You try to understand the perception of your clients. Okay, so and so person is able to communicate like this. Sometimes some clients may communicate with you more angry. More angry, I mean, more angry means he doesn't get more angry. Where he was from, we don't know that. Where he was from, we don't know that. Of course, he is a businessman. He may have any controversial conversation with other people. He may have any controversial conversation with friends. He may lost money in the stock market. Just imagine, there are so many type of people. But instead of showing that more angry to other people, unfortunately we connect together, that person showing more angry with us. But when somebody shows you more angry, first of all, be silent here. Like idle, you sit like idle. That's all. Don't speak. Because frustration that comes out internally, that maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, okay, be silent. After that, he calms down. Okay, sir. Just you smile. Okay, sir. Just you smile. Because when you communicate with clients, this type of communication you need to have. For example, in the middle of a conversation, while having misunderstanding, while having negative impression of conversation, if you react immediately, what happens? The conversation goes to peak stage. Peak stage. The solution, try to understand, okay, he is from somewhere. At the back end, something is going on. Okay. Or else it is better to stop the call. Okay, sir. And let us discuss after 1 hour. I have important meeting call right now. Of course, you don't have the meeting. You can say I have the important call right now, or else I have the important meeting with my team manager. Let me call you back after 1 hour, or let me call you in the evening. That means by the time of evening, he is able to understand what you are. Oh, Prithvi, sorry, Prithvi, don't mind. I have, sorry, I have done this kind of mistake. Of course, he may not say, but by his words, he can say that. That is called, especially while communicating with other people, you need to have sympathy and empathy. Understand, Manikanta?
Yes, sir.
Perspective means especially it is related to like thought process, like imagination. For example, you go to Pushpa 2 movie. In my opinion, in my perspective, the movie is not up to the level. In your point of view, the movie is good. I mean, person to person perspective is different. For example, there is a problem. So, some people feel that is very difficult. Some people feel that is very easy. I mean, perspective is different. The way you look at, the way you look at. For example, you see, what is your target? There are, I tell you, there are so many things. For example, what I give you, do you want promotion? Do you want to money? Do you want designation? Do you want better salary? Do you want communication skills? I gave you 5 options. Immediately, what is your target right now? You want to improve your communication skills. Money you do not want, designation you do not want, other things you do not want. Right now, you need to have the communication skills.
Communication skills.
I mean, perception. I mean, for somebody wants to have the money. If I ask you the same question to someone, sir, I want money. If I ask you the same question to someone, sir, I want to get the designation. If I ask you the same question to you, sir, I want to improve my communication skills. Because your perception is different. Other perception is different. Understand? That is the case difference between empathy and perspective. Am I giving myself the same understanding and grace I would offer someone else in a conversation? Am I giving myself the same understanding? The same understanding and grace I would offer someone else in a conversation. While communicating with other people, the same understanding that means when you communicate with someone, someone has to understand about you. Understand? The same perception you have to have when somebody can communicate with you, you have to understand others. Okay, for example, in the society, when you communicate with someone, give respect and to take respect. It is a common quotation that we have. Give respect and to take respect. That is called when you understand someone, somebody also can understand about you. If you don't understand about other people, others also don't care about you. Don't care about you. And how can I focus on the needs of the person I am speaking with rather than my own doubts? You see, Prithvi, very important question, both of you. How can I focus on the needs of the person? Especially when you communicate with the clients, you try to understand what are the needs he does. What are the needs he does? Rather than my own doubts. It is self-belief is not the matter. Your communication is not the matter. Of course, you may have a few mistakes, not the matter. First, to try to reach the needs of the customer. Sir, what do you want? Where do you want? What do you expect from my service? What about the service? What do you feel about the product? What kind of service I have to extend? Do you have any queries? Try to give me, I convey your queries to my team leader. I mean, when you try to solve the problem of the customer, it doesn't look at you what is your communication. You see, once you see the question, how can I focus on the needs of the person I am speaking with rather than my own doubts? My own doubts. Here, doubts is not the matter. Try to solve the problem of the customer. Try to convince the problem of the customer. Try to manage the problem of the customer. Then automatically, day by day, you can improve the capacity of your communication. Communication, that means it is your internal emotional behavior. Do you get my point? How you effectively communicate is not the matter. How you emotionally communicate with the clients, where you understand their needs, that is the actual communication. ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడడం అనేది ఒకటే కాదు అక్కడ. ఇంగ్లీష్లో మాట్లాడుతూ ఎమోషనల్గా అతని బిహేవియర్తో మైండ్ సెట్తో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వడమే that is the actual communication. That kind of communication you need to build at your working place, where you are, at any type of designation, then only that is successful. Then only that is successful. Okay. Today, how many questions that we have? Totally, we have 12 questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us wind up the session, and tomorrow we discuss this one, because
Sure.
if you focus on all those things, you may have the confusion. But what I give you the today's task, once you take the screenshot, please, both of you, take the screenshot. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, take the screenshot. Prithvi and Manikanta, please.
Yes, sir.
I taken.
Okay, one more also you take. This one last in the last line. Okay, last question. You may not get it.
Yeah.
1 second, sir. 1 second, sir.
Okay, I can wait, Manikanta. Do you take this one, both of you?
I have taken the first 6 questions.
First and
Yes, sir.
last.
Mind related questions.
Okay, okay.
Sir, please scroll up, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You see, Prithvi and Manikanta, what we are discussing today and tomorrow, your complete profile, your complete lifestyle depends on especially these questions. Okay, as I told you, especially these today, you follow each question. Okay, you be very peaceful and try to answer of each question. I gave you my general explanation regarding of your profile, how the way you communicate, what that requires regarding fear, self-perception, growth mindset, all those things. Just imagine our conversation, our teaching. You practically, of your necessity, you list out the right answers for these questions. Understand, Manikanta?
Yes, sir.
Do you get my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Compulsory చేయండి చేసి
Sure, sir.
స్క్రీన్ షాట్ ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయండి మణికంఠ.
Okay, sir.
Compulsory you take the action, Manikanta, don't compromise.
Okay.
Okay, Prithvi also.
Sure.
మీరు take action, see the results. Okay, tomorrow we are going to meet attitude based questions and other questions I give you.
Sir,
Okay.
1 second. Do you want us to share the answers for those questions?
Yeah, you need to share the answers.
To you.
Here, one thing.
Mhm.
I gave you the general output of all these questions
Yes, yes.
regarding your clients, team members, and US based, and wherever you are in the working place. Once you take the pen and the paper, you think about every question. Just to think about your working place, US based clients, team members, your team leader, manager, if you are any colleagues, you think about all the perspectives. Then you get the actual answer of that question. Do you get my point?
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
I gave you the complete answer for you. That is in the general perception what you need. In the narrow down, what is compulsory for you, you pick up that one.
Okay.
In the narrow down, I mean, for what I ask you, once you answer all these questions, your complete communication skills depends on all these questions. After that, it is very easy what you are and where you are. Okay, Manikanta?
Okay, sir.
Understand, by tomorrow, if it is possible, by night also, try to share especially your right answers for these questions.
Okay, sir.
And one more thing, please don't search in the Google and other some social media, because
Okay.
of course nothing goes wrong, you get the answer, but that is not your personal answer.
Correct, sir.
I can say, okay, session is done. You watch this video. I can say like that, but I don't say like that. For what I tell you, when you answer the right question from your side, that is your actual problem. That is your actual problem. But one more thing, I don't see what is your sentence formation, whether that is right or wrong, grammatical. I don't see all those things. I want to see what is your problem, what is your answer of this question. That's all. Okay, whatever you do, I never underestimate my clients. I want to take you to the next level. That is my passion. Okay. Okay, Manikanta.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Any doubts, both of you, regarding this one?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Nothing.
Nothing,
Okay.
sir.
Yes. How do you feel today, Manikanta? Something special? I think so.
Good, sir. Good sessions, sir. Very valuable sessions.
Okay. Okay. You, Prithvi?
Uh, I would say I can, by listening to your words, we can build our confidence in
Okay.
future. Yeah.
I mean, before you, I think it is the first session.
Yes.
Before you come to the session, what would you expect? What I take the topic?
I didn't expect any much today, sir. Since today is our first session, right? So it will be, a little bit conversation about yourself, about myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, we have like a self introduction.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Fine. Oh, okay. Let us see in the next two coming sessions. They are really amazing. Tomorrow
Sure.
also, almost we are going to meet up by 10:30. Okay, Manikanta and both of you, be ready. But I want to take the action, please.
Okay,
From
sir.
my side, I don't expect anything. Just what I say, you never feel it is very easy. First to take the action. When you feel it is easy, something is there to lag yourself. Where many people do all these mistakes. Of course, that may be a common practice. Do that. That gives you the strength. Okay. Okay. Let us
Okay,
see.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the
Thank you,
session.
sir.
Yes.
Thanks,
Okay.
Manikanta. Bye bye. We'll
Thank you.
meet tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
And
Thank you,
one more
Prithvi.
thing, please try
One
to
second.
change your mobile numbers, Prithvi and Manikanta.
What, sir?
Try to change your mobile numbers.
Mobile numbers.
Yeah.
Mobile
Okay.
numbers.
We between us.
Yeah. Both of you.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Both of
Manikanta, can
you.
you
I
note it
mean,
down, please?
yes.
Okay.
Yes. For what I tell you, especially, it is my personal promise. What I fulfill your expectations. Internally, we have one more direction. When you both of you be serious about your communication, you try to share your ideas together. Next to coming sessions, I give you 10 minutes time.
Yeah.
Before that, I give you the topic 10 minutes time and both of you discuss together. Before you want to discuss together, first you build the rapport. Then it is very easy to take your communication to the next level because communication, you never feel I communicate myself. When you communicate with someone, you get to know what is your style.
Yes.
I think you understand.
Yes, sir.
In the same case, for example, Prithvi, you feel Manikanta is like a US client. Manikanta, you feel Prithvi is your team member.
Okay.
That's all. This actual experience you feel, you take the action, then see the results. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Sima. See you tomorrow. Let us meet.
Manikanta,
Okay.
just 1 second. Let me
Yeah.
share my number to you.
Okay. Tell me.
8688
8688
1086
1086
17.
17.
You can ping in WhatsApp chat,
Okay. So okay,
or
I will
else you
ping you.
can call me directly.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Manikanta. Thank you, sir,
Thank
for
you.
the session. We'll
Okay,
meet
thank you,
tomorrow.
Prithvi and Manikanta. Let us
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye bye, sir.
Okay. Bye.